When you learn math in school up until certain point, just called math. Then all of a sudden, one day math class is not just math, it's called algebra. Although it may seem scary to graduate from plain old math to algebra, it will not deterring once we realize that algebra use sample just like arithmetic does, and it is quite easy to make this sample intuitive so that you can manipulate algebral equations. Let's start out by discussing that algebra essential, the unknown variable. Let us start out by discussing that algebraic essential, the unknown variable. In math, variable is letter sample that present quantity that can change. This is different from constant, which is a letter sample that represent quantity that does not change. A variable can be just about anything. The inches of rain in your town, in particular months, the price of gasoline, the speed of a plane, whatever it is that you want to do math with. Where errors with the arithmetic or equations simply contain number arithmetic operations. An algebraic expression will always include one or more variables as well as some numbers and operations. For example, 3x plus 2 is an algebraic expression. We can evaluate this expression for any value of x that we choose. We simplify, plug the value into the expression, understanding that we can now represent the multiplication of two numbers by simply placing them next to each other. We could make a table as we do this. When x is 1, we replace the x with a 1. 3 times 1 is there. 3 plus 2 is 5. So when x is 1, this expression to 5. When x is 2, we get 6 plus 2 or 8. When x is there 3, we get 9 plus 2 or 11, and so forth. This is useful because we can use algebraic equation to model real world situations and make meaningful statements about. Instead of just using arithmetic to say that 5 cheeseburgers at $3 each we cost a total $15, we can set up an algebraic relation that allows us to do wide variety for calculation that are to this situation, like how y the total cost is equal to 3 times x, the number of cheeseburger. The trick is just knowing how to set up the equation. Let's say that you love to make TV, but not as much as your friend. However many hours of TV watches in a day Papo watches ties as much plus hour. Well, if you watch X hour of T and Papo watches Y hours of T, we can relate X and Y with the equation just like we did for the burger, where Y equal to X plus 1. Whatever you watch, which is represented by X, we double it and added 1 to get Y, amount Papo. While that was part of travel example, these kinds of algebraic relationships allow us to do some pretty powerful things. Before we start doing lots of algebra, there are a bit more to learn about algebraic properties.